New York's art culture isn't just confined to the museums. Modern art like this can be found on practically every street in the city. The original game of broomball used real brooms and small soccer balls. Now the game uses lacrosse sticks with rubber nubs on the end and a ball that's about the size of a small medicine ball. Players are also required to wear pads because just like hockey, this game can get pretty rough. Lawyer Up says that they can get you a lawyer in about as much time as it takes to deliver a pizza to your house. They've even developed a smartphone application so that you can do it with the push of a button. But some are still skeptical that you can deliver quality legal services in that short amount of time. You bought a hybrid to save money on gas, but now the federal government wants to put some money back in your pocket with a $7,500 tax credit for going green. The oil changes, the time of the people that are working here, and all of the products are donated so that 100% of the proceeds go towards the family of the fallen officer. Yazan Fateli is a University of Colorado student studying economics. But he also cares about something that we typically overlook, the electricity.
We're going to be facing the consequences of global climate change just by the end of our lifetimes.
Yazan runs a Facebook page for a political group that is against Boulder ballot issues 2B and 2C. On November 1st, citizens are voting on the issues that could flip the switch on how Boulder gets its electricity from Xcel Energy. City of Boulder spokesperson Sarah Huntley explains.
And in recent years, there's been some consideration given to the possibility of the city breaking ties with Xcel in terms of the actual utility service and forming a utility company of its own.
On Tuesday, Yazan and other students participated in a panel of energy reform experts to explain to the community why change may or may not be a good idea.
We will not come near to meeting the Kyoto goals by staying with Xcel, even given that they're one of the better renewable utilities in the country.
Xcel Energy is not just good at renewables, they're excellent.
People that support 2B and 2C say that they will increase the city's renewable energy by 40% while driving the costs down.
Potential economic benefits from passing 2B and 2C are hundreds of millions of dollars to the citizens of Boulder.
The idea of a municipal power supply is really nothing new. There are 29 already in Colorado, and Boulder would just be buying the infrastructure like these towers and poles from Xcel. But if the deal becomes too expensive, or if rates go too high for consumers, the deal would fall through, and Boulder would have to sign up for another 20 years with Xcel. Others think it would be less expensive and less risky to stick with the company as they try to progress toward a 30% renewable energy goal.
Rather than pay to go down this road, invest that money in energy efficiency, you could achieve about $48 million over a 10-year period on energy efficiency programs through Xcel Energy.
Yazan says that both sides want renewable energy. They just want to get there in different ways.
Instead of spending the next 5 to 6 years in court, and then another 5 to 10 years, once we have Boulder's Light and Power, spending that time figuring out how we can actually get more renewables, I would rather start working now for more renewable energy now with a company they already know what they're doing.
If passed, the ballot issue would be funded through bonds and not taxes. Boulder would then have to go to court with Xcel to determine how much to pay them for the infrastructure. Andrew Sorensen, News Team Boulder. Kevin Byrne is co-owner and manager of Boulder's CDS Center medicinal marijuana dispensary.
All the compliance.
There are already regulations on how he handles the products, the kinds of warning labels he puts on their packaging.
That seals the outside of the bag. It clearly states, not for resale.
And the potency of the marijuana. Now the city wants to regulate how he advertises his business. The Boulder City Council decided to add to their medicinal marijuana regulations on September 6th. They put license renewal at risk for dispensaries that market to recreational users instead of patients. The CDS Center says that they like to use fair marketing, but some others go too far and make the medicine sound like fun. These new regulations are aimed at advertising that promotes recreational marijuana use among students and minors. It's similar to the way the federal government prohibits marketing cigarettes to people that are under 18. Sarah Huntley, a city spokesperson, explains.
What it's really designed to do is to try to place a limit so that advertising applies to customers and patients, specifically who have medical needs.
Byrne, along with several other dispensary owners, say that they actually like the new regulations.
As a new industry, we do have a lot to prove that this is not the Cheech and Chong model that a lot of people may automatically assume that it is. It's quite professional.
Not only does it push out less serious medical proponents, it's good for Boulder.
I think it's not just a matter of what you can do, it's what you want to do to engender goodwill within the community.
Although many retailers may be planning to change their ads before the October 20th deadline, Burns says CDS likes theirs just the way they are.
License.
Andrew Sorensen, News Team Boulder. President Obama is returning to Denver on the 25th of this month for 2 high-end fundraisers at the Pepsi Center. The president just spoke last month at Lincoln High School in Southwest Denver about his Jobs Act. This month's visit is focused on fundraising for his re-election campaign. The first event is a dinner, followed by a separate fundraising reception. And for $5,000, you can attend the dinner. Add another $5,000 and you can snag a picture with the commander-in-chief. Republicans are criticizing the visit, saying the president should be more focused on jobs. Coming up, we'll see you ban cars on campus.
David Ortiz in a Yankees jersey, just the thought makes me sick.
Big Papi curse, Big Bambino curse, kind of the same thing, right?
I certainly hope not. 86 more years.
The third annual Tax Day Tea Party rally met today, despite a delay in the tax deadline. Tea Party members gathered on the steps of the Capitol and demanded less taxes and smaller government. Tax Day is delayed because of a holiday in Washington, but Tea Partiers decided to meet anyways on the traditional tax day.